Hello there, thank you for staying with us and welcome to Face Off. I am Neota Egbe. This is that platform where we always get to see the two sides of every issue as it happens out there. And as we always say, it's a no-holds-barred platform. We get to see the truth and go deep down. Well, we started something last week. We talked about pension arrears. What is the situation? What is the state of the pensioners? Who is looking after the pensioners? Are they being taken care of, or have they been put aside and neglected? Indeed, some issues were raised here. One of my guests last week said 80% of pensioners have been paid. Is it true? But after that incident, so many mails have come in and so many reactions from all over have come in. Some insisting that they have not been paid, even though they have laid complaints over and over again. Some others said some charges they've been asked to pay, they've paid and nothing's been done. Well, we had to go back to that situation. 80% paid, is it true? How is it that some or the 20% have not been paid? What does it take for you to get your arrears paid? And is it possible that the task force is not doing what it's supposed to do? What happened to the Pensions Commission? Anyway, we did reach out to the Pensions Commission, but they said they will come on another day. And indeed, the task force, well, we'll get to find out what's going on today on Face Up. I have back in the studio one more time Mr. David Adodo, Coordinator, Lagos Pensioners. Thank you for coming on the program.
God bless you. You're welcome.
And on this other side is Mr. Ahmed Ghazali, Assistant Secretary General of the Nigerian Union of Pensioners. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen, you know the rules of the game. It's no holds barred. I would give my intro and then you're allowed to make your opening statements for 20 seconds each. Well, I have already given my intro and I have introduced them, who they are. But I want to tell you that you can be a part of our conversations. Make it short, sharp, straight to the point at our Twitter handles at FaceOffToday or at Neota Egbe. And also you can send in your mails to faceoff@channelstv.com. Please keep them coming in real quick so that we can have you being a part of our conversations. Right now, the two gentlemen will give their opening statements for 20 seconds each. And I begin with Mr. Adodo.
Thank you, viewers. As I would say in the day of judgment, I stand to say that today, on tonight, that 80% of federal pensioners, because the pensions are in different categories. But the federal pensioners is what we are talking about here. And the arrears we are talking about here is harmonization arrears. We have different arrears. Let's clarify issues. Harmonization arrears is the one we are tackling right now on hand. There's 53.4% is pending. There's no money approved for that for now. There is this new minimum wage arrears that's still pending. Harmonization. 80% have collected harmonization arrears all over the country. 36 states that comprise one Nigeria. It's not only Lagos alone. That's an error people are making. So it's 36 states all over the country. The Pension Task Force Reform Team had been able to settle at least 86%. Now, this is the bone of contention. Who are not yet paid? Number one.
Thank you, Mr. Adodo. Your 20 seconds is up.
Thank you.
Mr. Ghazali.
Yeah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. My name is Ahmed Ibrahim Ghazali. I'm Assistant General Secretary of the National Headquarters of Nigeria Union of Pensioners, and then the Desk Officer of Complaint at the National Headquarters of Nigeria Union of Pensioners. I'm speaking on behalf of the entire pensioners on this country and the national leadership of the National Union of Pensioners, Alhaji Ali Abacha, the National President, and Elder Aktozal, the General Secretary. One, NUP is a registered body recognized by the Federal Government of Nigeria under the Federal Ministry of Labor. I may hand you over this.
Mr. Ahmed,
For a record,
I don't know if we could just get straight to the point. He has given his opening statement. Is this your opening statement or you're just doing your introduction?
Well, what I may say, I may disagree with what Mr. Adodo is saying. There are categories of complaints of pension. Pension in this country has become a problem over the years. During the eras of the former head of service, Mr. Orasai, who has been the head of service in the office of the head of service, who is responsible for paying pension, whom created the entire problem of Nigerian pensioners under the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. There are a lot of pending problems of non-payment of monthly pension, arrears of payment of monthly pension, pensioners omitted from payroll, death benefit of pensioners to the next of kin were not being paid, arrears of harmonization of 142%, 15%, 6% were not being paid. Many pensioners were going around the streets of Abuja looking for how they can get their pension.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll get down to, as they will say, to the get down. We're back shortly. Don't go away. Welcome back. We have comments already coming in. The pensioners entitled to minimum wage arrears. That's on Niger Legal. Are the pensioners entitled to minimum wage? Well, we'll hopefully get all those answered, all those questions answered. Okay, now that we have started, Mr. Ghazali, you would ask the first question. Since you gave your opening statement last, you asked the first question, and he must answer you. So go ahead.
My first question is, the pension reform tax team did biometric verification exercise in 2010 and then lately in 2011 to know the total number of pensioners in the country and then pay them their entitlements after the biometric verification exercise. As I'm talking to you right now, neither the pension reform tax team nor any member of the tax team or any of the security agencies who claim to be members of the tax team produced the report of 2010 and 2011 verification exercise. There wasn't any. The platform that the pension reform tax team claimed to have used to pay pensioners, it was totally unacceptable. He has not been using the platform that he has verified pensioners. He was been using the platform established by system specs in 2009, 2010. Some pensioners who have been enrolled as a result of our submissions to the Office of the Head of Service. Some few pensioners were attached, but the initial payroll that was being created by the system specs under the Office of the Head of Service, where the chairman of the pension reform task claimed to have been saying that there are a number of ghost pensioners there, it is the same record. It is the platform that he has been using it.
Well, I guess that's his question.
Yeah, I want to ask a question here at this point. Where were NUP between 2010 and 2012? We are all living witnesses. Was there any reaction? Do they tell Nigerians what has been going on? Were there any protests? Were there complaints? It was when I took over in 2012 when nothing was happening in the life of pensioners in Nigeria.
Wait, what he said, do you agree with the fact that the platform that the task force was using was a platform that was put together by system specs?
No, I disagree.
That, according to him, caused the problems with pension payments.
No, the task force had their own platform entirely.
What is the name of the platform?
It was very, very different.
What was the name of the platform used by the tax team?
It is not the name, it is modality.
What is the modality?
The modality is that,
yes.
Listen, like I said, I took over in 2012. Nobody has come forward between 2010 and 2012 to complain about the plight of pensioners. People are dying. There was no complaint. Nobody said anything. We all kept quiet. Nothing was happening. And we just decided to take over the responsibility on ourselves, by our group. So we went to Abuja. I met the task force chairman. I said, sir, people are dying. People are complaining. What's the problem? He said, who are you? I said, I'm so person. I represent my people, federal pensioners in Lagos and over the country. We want our money paid. I said, did you bring any complaint? I said, this is my complaint. And the man said, okay, I will pay. So the fact remains. It's not.
Okay, so he paid the complaint you brought.
I brought in the first instance by February.
Is he talking on behalf of the entire pensioners in the country, or is speaking on certain group of pensioners?
No, it's not certain group. Lagos State constitutes 70% of Nigerian pensioners.
This was a pensioner in Lagos. This is his document. It's his pension.
This document did not come from us.
If I should have come with the Ghana must goes of complaint of pensioners from Lagos, this one cannot contain
that is your responsibility.
This was a pensioner
that
in
was
Lagos,
supposed to be your
including his statement of account.
Listen to me.
Hold on.
Including his statement of account.
Yes.
Including his statement of
account.
A pensioner
is not from Lagos.
He's from Lagos.
No. The pensioner form from Lagos has 2 passport photographs.
Okay.
They have different.
How can you get 2 pensioners?
Passport photographs here.
How can you get 2 pensioners?
Hold on.
Listen to me.
Yes.
We have data of pensioners from Lagos. It entails a form that has 2 passport photographs on both sides.
Where is the data?
Listen to me.
Produce the data.
Excuse
we talk
me.
on facts. Where is the
Listen to
data?
me. This one
We
is
talk
being
on
issued in
facts.
Abuja.
We talk on facts.
This particular
Where
form
is the data?
is being issued in Abuja. This one is from Lagos.
The pensioner
I
went to Lagos.
Lagos State.
The pensioner,
you are talking about one
the
person.
pensioner from Lagos.
Listen to me. You are
The
talking about.
pensioner
You are
from
talking
Lagos
about.
went
Listen
to
to me.
Abuja.
Where's the form?
The
Lagos
form.
they have a sample of a Lagos
Yes,
form.
unfortunately, I don't because.
Very unfortunate. Somebody
Listen
is
to
going
me.
a
Listen to me. No,
battlefield
don't say
saying
that.
unfortunate there
No,
wasn't
no.
any
Listen
form.
to me. I think I can lay my hand on 1 or 2
Let's
because I have a
Let's have
sample
it.
of the forms with
You are
me.
talking
But
on a certain group of people while we are
it's not
talking
group
on
of
behalf
people.
of the entire pensioners
listen
in
to
the
me.
country.
Listen to me. Every pensioner in this country.
Sir,
Listen to me.
This
Every-
is a form, another form being verified by the
every
pensioner.
pensioner in
Office of the
Nigeria.
head of civil
Okay,
service
it's
of
not
the
group.
Federation.
Hold on.
Every
Where's the sample of?
no, because I didn't hold that sample.
He cannot
here with
produce
me.
it. He
Listen
doesn't
to
have
me.
it. He doesn't
But I
have
have the evidence.
Where is it?
I have the evidence.
Produce it.
This is the evidence. Listen that.
Being released to him by the chairman pension reform tax.
Listen to me.
This is document
Listen
being
to me.
oriented by
Listen
the
to
chairman
me.
tax force.
Listen to me. This form is not from Lagos. Listen to me. If you go to Abuja, they issue you this form. If you go to Lagos, we have form that has a long nomenclature with 2 passport photographs. This is the form.
This is the form.
This is Lagos form.
Okay. So that proves that this man is from Lagos.
Look at this man, if he's from Lagos.
Yes.
Listen to me. If this man is from Lagos and he's from me, I will endorse. I have to endorse as a coordinator.
Sir,
My
this
endorsement
is
is
a
not
form.
here. Listen to me.
This is a form
This is the
of
form.
the office of the head of civil
Listen
service
to
of
me.
the Federation.
This is the form.
It is not a
Listen
Lagos
to me.
form.
This
It
form
is a
needed to
form
be
of the office of the head of
endorsed.
civil
This
service
form
of the Federation.
needed to be endorsed by
Look at the
myself.
form.
Was I the
It is a
coordinator?
form being
So this
produced
man
by the
don't come
office of
from
the head
me.
of civil service of the Federation.
All right. Okay. Hold on, gentlemen. So are you saying that unless you endorse a form, the person will not be paid?
I was the state
He is
coordinator.
representing who? On whose basis? On whose basis? Who is he representing?
What are you talking
Who
about?
nominated-
Okay, hold on.
nominated
He
him?
said
Who took
something.
him?
He said something earlier that the NUP was nowhere between 2010
10
and
to 2012.
2012
He was also
until
not,
he got
he's
up
not
and
in
started fighting for the people.
That was the reason why I wanted to produce the certificate of NUP since 1978.
This is my certificate.
This is a letter being issued by
Give it
the
to me.
chairman. He was a coordinator to coordinate Lagos to
That is
organize.
to have the facts and figures with me.
Not to carry about pensioners.
That is a big continent.
Just to
Read
coordinate-
the content of
just to
Nigeria.
coordinate
Read the
Lagos.
content of this
We
letter
are
to
talking on
Nigerians.
behalf of entire
Read
pensioners
the
of the
content of this
country,
letter to
not
Nigerians.
pensioners of Lagos. We are talking of,
Lagos State constitutes 70% of federal
I'm
pensions.
talking on behalf of the entire
Okay, but okay,
pensioners
hold
of
on. If you're talking on behalf of all the entire person,
entire
but there's a
pensioners.
form here that comes from Lagos.
Yes, this form was not endorsed by me. I'm the coordinator.
So
I should endorse the form.
so even if a pensioner is dying in Lagos, as
Yes.
far as the form is not endorsed by you,
because
nothing happens to that
it need
pensioner.
to be verified. You need to present the
On
documents.
what basis? There
You
is
need
a
to
set
get all the
chairman.
facts because we have
There is
pensioners.
there is a set
I
chairman.
have a team.
Sir,
A team. Listen to me. I have a team.
Wait,
there is a
before- hold on.
chairman of Nigeria Union of Pensioners in Lagos who has control of the entire pensioners in Lagos.
Why do you not
in
choose
all
me
the
as-
industry,
why do
in
you
all
choose
the
me as
local
coordinator?
governments,
If you
in
have a
all the
chairman-
local governments.
If you have a chairman in Lagos, why do you not choose a coordinator?
NUP has the branches in all the 777 local governments in Nigeria with a structure, and in all the 36 states, we have state chairman and secretaries with our structure who will stand to defend the interests of the pensioners. Adodo is speaking on behalf of groups, minority groups of pensioners, whom he claimed to be a leader.
But he says that you, the NUP, selected him to coordinate Lagos.
He was being selected, but his letter was withdrawn because of his align with the chairman of the pension reform tax.
When did you withdraw the letter last week?
He speak on behalf of
Listen to me,
the
I've been
pension reform
coordinating
tax.
since February. This
He
letter
said
was
he
issued-
he
listen
said
to me, this
he
letter was-
compiled a list of
listen to me,
pensioners and carried it to chairman
letter
pension
was
reform
issued
tax.
24
We are
February
talking on behalf
2012.
of entire pensioners.
This is
of the
January
country.
2013. Listen to me. Letter to withdraw came last week. I never acknowledged any letter, but that letter was invalid. Listen to me.
Mr. Adodo, could you remember when
Yes.
you came to NUP national headquarters
Yes.
where you were begging?
Yes.
That
Begging who?
you were begging in the national
who?
headquarters.
For what?
That he has apologized to NUP. That
for what?
Why did he? He said he has been. The NUP asked him, "Are you speaking on behalf of the entire pensioners or NUP?" Adodo said,
Moderator.
"No.
Moderator.
No,
Your
let-
letter is
let-
going
let- let
to
him
your,
finish.
your
So,
letter,
yeah.
Adodo. Don't go align yourself with pension reform tax team, because pension reform tax team had failed the country, continued to deceive the country. Let me put a very clear question to the entire world I'm talking. There was never a presidential tax team. There was never. If President Jonathan will come, let him come and testify. There was never a letter or inaugurating pension reform tax team. It was the former head of service, Professor Steve Oresanye, now constituted 3-man committee as pension reform tax team, which has even violated the 2004 pension reform. There was a commission specifically made to reform the entire pension being approved by the National Assembly. So why should somebody come back now, an ad hoc committee that has no time limit, ad hoc committee that will continue to stay in office, who cannot even produce the report of what they have been done, who have claimed to have recovered 100 or 200 billion naira. It was completely false. When he came, there were a lot of money in the banks. He now gathered the entire money, lump sum of the money in one account and claimed to have been paid, that he has recovered pension money. Why did he recover? When during the Senate public hearing, the former AFCC chairman Farida Waziri was called, and then the present chairman of EFCC, Lamurde, were being called to ask that why are the funds being recovered by the pension reform tax? Why are they? They said the matter is in the